Hello, pain stream. I was waiting till I went to yoga tonight to do these videos, and I didn't go to yoga. I didn't leave the house today. I only left yesterday to do yoga, and then today I didn't leave at all. Not even to go take the garbage out. It just got away from me, and then someone said I was gonna go to yoga, and then someone said, "Oh, it's so cold out, it's so windy," and I was like, "Oh, really? Maybe I'll just stay in." So I did. But one thing I wanted to talk about before we get to the notebook is that I've been reading. This is why I talk about it so much. Esther and Jerry Hicks' book, The Teachings of Abraham by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Ask and It Is Given. I think this is their first book. And I read the whole part, and then there's 22 processes to try to raise your vibration, depending on where you are in this vibrational scale. And, you know, what I wanted to share is this vibrational scale. Because, you know, I know when I was very negative and deep in depression, which I was for probably the good first half of my life, people would say, you know, well, just be positive. Change your mind, change your life. Just be positive. And then I found myself saying that to other people when I was able to do it for myself. And they had the same reaction that initially I did. Easy for you to say. The fuck does that mean? If I knew how to do that, I would just do it. I can't. I don't know. I can't. Yes, you can. No, I can't. Yes, you can. No, I can't. You're both right. That's the thing. You're both right. And the reason why you're both right is because of this vibrational scale. And it makes so much sense now. Because some people are able to say, just think better thoughts. Just think more positive. Just look at the bright side. But when you're in certain places, you can't do that. And then you think, I have a chemical imbalance. Something's wrong with my head. Something's wrong with my brain. Something's wrong with my raising. Something's wrong with my environment. Something's wrong with me. Wrong. That's probably all true. But that's not why you can't get out of this depression. The reason why is because you can't make, she says, you can't make a quantum leap. So there's the scale. I know you can't read it, but I'm just giving you an example. So most positive, this is where you want to get to the least positive. 22 steps. Interesting that there's 22 processes. So what happens is you can't go from here to there. You can't go from here to there. You can't go from here to there, right? You can't, I don't know what the range is that you can't go, but you can only really go wherever, like, kind of close to you, right? You got to make baby steps. It's a process. So what happens is, so say you're depressed, which is the lowest. 22 is fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. And you may be there. A lot of people are there. You want to know where positivity is? Well, forget positivity. Let's just say optimism. Optimism's right here. Optimism's right there. If you're depressed, you're not getting there. And just think positive. I'm not making fun. I said it too. I said it to my ex-husband. Just think, yeah, I did it. You can do it too. No, I can't. Because you know why? Because he can't get there with writing down a daily gratitude journal. Not in any quick amount of time. Where you can get to from depression is probably jealousy, hatred and rage, revenge and anger. They're not good either, right? But the idea is that they're higher. There's anger. So if you can get from depression to anger, you just jumped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So while it's not great to be angry, it's better than depression. And you're on your way up. So what happens is when you do that and then you get angry, people say, this isn't good, this is bad, you're angry, that's not good. So they try to get you to not be angry. Well, it just makes you feel worse about yourself because now there's something more wrong with you, and it just pops you back down to depression. It doesn't get you up to like worry or disappointment, frustration over, maybe it gets you frustration, but it shoots you back down. So that's interesting to me, and I wanted to share it because if you're in that place and you can't see a light and you can't see a way out, and people are saying, just change your mind, change your life, like I am. Well, be positive, just think positive, look at the silver lining, and you want to squeeze their neck, or you just want to cry, or you just want to go home and curl in a ball in a closet, or worse. I know that feeling. It's so awful. That's hell. You're not broken. You're not bad. And yeah, positivity and optimism seem like they aren't even things. They're not accessible to you. They are things for other people, and maybe other people are making them up because you can't even believe that there's a thing called positivity. They're faking it. Or that's for them and that's not for you. It's not true. It might take a while to get there. And you're going to go through 22 emotions. but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, hang in there. Hang with me. Hang with me. And listen to this silliness, whether you believe it or not. And Google Abraham Hicks. Nah, I don't know. That's maybe too far. Google, buy some of these books that I told you about. Read positive books until you pass out. Read positive books until you're so hungry you want to eat your own fingers. I don't know. Listen to podcasts. Keep out any negativity. If all you can do is watch comedies all day, every day, do that. Don't listen to any sad songs. Don't watch any scary or sad or negative movies. Keep that stuff away from you and start to turn yourself in a better direction, because it's there for you. I promise. You're not here to suffer. You're not here to suffer. So let's get to the good stuff. Ready? All right. A Year of Rumi, translated by Andrew Harvey. Lesson 60. The Eternal Idea. You may seem to be the microcosm. In fact, you are the macrocosm. The branch might seem like the fruit's origin. In fact, the branch exists like the fruit's. The branch exists because of the fruit. Would the gardener have planted the tree at all without a desire and hope for fruit? That's why the tree is really born from the fruit. even if it seems that the fruit is created by the tree. The idea which comes first comes last in realization. Wow. What? What? Like, how does this good? One more line. Particularly that idea which is eternal. Oh my God. I can't even. Wow. Jalaluddin Rumi. Please. Please. When is this written? I got Google it. When did he write this stuff? And Abraham Hicks is saying the same thing. And how many people believe it? How many people know it, understand it, grasp it, have heard it? 10%, 15%? Rumi, age? I don't know, what do you say? 66 years. That doesn't help, though. When was he alive? Oh, interesting. More recent than I thought. He was born in 1207 and died in 1273. So exactly 600 years before me. Interesting. That's cool. It's still amazing. Super amazing. All right, now we're going to Joel Osteen. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you will find disorder and every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. James 3:16-17. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. Okay, that makes sense. And let's be clear on selfish. This is selfish ambition. That's very different than practicing self-love. Joel Osteen says, maybe you tend to be critical and judgmental toward people. Don't sit back and say, that's the way I am. Instead, look in the mirror and say, I am compassionate, I am kind, I am sympathetic and understanding. I believe the best in people. As you consistently make these positive declarations, the new attitudes will get down inside you and your relationship will begin to change. This is so crazy. I can't even. I'm sorry. No, I keep talking about Abraham Hicks, but this is all the same stuff. All the same stuff. You know, we talked about this, yesterday? About just looking at the good in people? Just looking at the good in people and not seeing their faults. Just seeing the good part. I had that experience recently in a relationship I had, and someone, I think didn't really, had a little self-insecurity. And said, I saw something and I was fighting for it. And I was like, I wasn't fighting for it. I just chose to look at the good parts. And people will usually behave to your expectations, right? Because they don't want to disappoint you. People don't like to disappoint people who have a high opinion of them, right? Because it's so rare that we get to at least hear others' appreciation of us, right? Others may appreciate us, but they don't verbalize it, so we never know. We never hear it. Because we're more quick to verbalize criticisms than to verbalize appreciation. So when someone does appreciate you and sees the good in you, and you know they do, you want them to keep that opinion of you, because you want people to see you as a good person. So So that's awesome. Cool. This is blowing my mind. It really is. I mean, I didn't know about Abraham Hicks when I was putting all these things in here. Love this. Love this. Love it. All right, back to Rumi. Lesson 64. My life in your hands. Seizing my life in your hands, you thrashed it clean on the savage rocks of eternal mind. How its colors bled until they grew white. You smile and sit back. I dry in your sun. It's a very violent way, but when you're going through a hard time, it's brutal, and you feel like you're being thrashed on the rocks. Like, what? What the hell am I here for? Why is this happening? What's the point of this? Yeah. What's the point of this? I'm the point of this. Look at this. My life's in terrible shambles right now. I'll have you know. And I'm smiling. And I'm happy. And, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want it to be in shambles, but yeah, I don't want to not feel like this ever again in my life. Back to Joel Osteen. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With the right hand you save me. With your right hand you save me. Psalm 138:7. I jump back. Stop in the name of love. Oh, right hand. Woo. That's nice. Joel Osteen says, if you're making a difference in your family or at the office or in your workplace, you will always have your share of critics. Don't allow them to stress you out. Simply recognize that the higher you go, the more visible a target you will be, and the more critics will want to take shots at you. Yeah, that's interesting. Not sure how that relates to that psalm, but yeah, I mean, I haven't posted these yet. Why not? Because I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't want people like, you look like a jerk. Why are you doing this? I don't know. I mean, I do know. The only reason why I would do this is because it would help other people. And it would help other people. Could I do it better? Could I do my hair and maybe practice or do something more professional? Not show you my whole kitchen? Yeah, I could, but I'm not that ambitious. I just want to help people. I don't want to put on a show. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. And happy Friday night. Peace out.